We have been working quite a bit with files, but we haven't yet talked about how to find them. There are a few ways to search for files and utilities from the command line. The most used utility is the find command. It is a very powerful command with a number of options, as we can see from looking at the man page. Due to the range of options available, the full usage of find is beyond the scope of this course, but we will touch on a few options you need for general use. If we look at the usage in the synopsis, we can get an idea of how to use it. For our purposes, we aren't going to be interested in the first few options. What we are interested in is the starting point and the expression. The starting point is the directory from which the search will begin. Find will not go up to a parent directory, so this limits what directories will be searched. If you want to search the entire file system, use the root directory / as the starting point. The expression option tells the find command how it should match files and what it should do once it finds them. This is where much of the complexity of the command is found. You can search based on the file name, the modification time, the type of file, the file's permissions, and many more criteria. For our example, we are just going to search based on the name. Let's say we want to find text files that start with the word file and are in the current directory or its subdirectories. The command starts searching in the current directory as denoted by the period. It then searches for files that start with the word file and end in text. If you remember from a previous video, the asterisk is a wildcard that expands to 0 or more characters. Since you are using a wildcard, you need to put the pattern in quotes so the command line knows you want to use the wildcard for the pattern that is sent to the find command, and not to interpret it before it sends it to the find command. Note that the find command uses this pattern exactly. Since Linux is case sensitive, it will not find any files that differ in case, like a file that starts with a capital F. If you want to perform a case-insensitive search, use iname instead of name like this. Notice that we found a few more files by using it. Another command we can use is locate. Locate makes use of a database to find files. The database is normally updated every day in a cron job. Since it uses a database, the locate command can be faster and easier to use than find. If you know the exact string to search for, the syntax is very simple. Notice that we didn't have to specify a starting point. The search will return results from the entire file system. If we want to search based on a pattern, we can use wildcards just like the find command. As with the find command, the locate command has many more options. I suggest you take a look at them in the man page. Don't feel like you have to memorize everything. I have been using Linux for over 20 years, and I'm not even close to having a lot of the options memorized. The important thing is to know what is possible and to be able to find out how to do it. The last two utilities we will look at aren't used for finding any general file. They are specifically used for finding commands. First, the which command displays the full path of the command with the associated name. Let's look at an example and find out which ls command would be executed. In this case, the path of the ls command is user bin ls. Initially, this may not seem that beneficial, but there are specific situations where it is very useful. For example, if you are an administrator and think that there might be a Trojan with the same name as ls, you can verify that the correct command will get executed. We will discuss in a later video exactly how the command line determines which command is executed, so don't worry about those details right now. Next, the whereis command locates the executable, source code, and man pages for a utility. Here, we see that it displays the same path name for ls. But the whereis command also tells us which man page is associated with the command. Most of the time, the which command provides all the information you need, but know that the whereis command exists if you need it.